5G niche is booming and you definitely want to take advantage of this. Hi guys, my name is Ilya and welcome to my channel. But before we start, everybody knows the rule. Click that like button and subscribe to my channel. Help me out grow. Today I will give you top 5 companies that you should invest if you actually believe in a 5G niche. And before we start, I just want to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor and I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's just my opinion. And we can actually split the 5G niche in separate niches. The first niche will be a wireless provider like T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T. All of them probably will benefit from 5G niche. The second niche will be a 5G hardware companies like Nokia or Ericsson or Huawei, who are actually producing a 5G hardware to install on the towers and other stuff so all other people can use 5G networks. And the third one, it will be semiconductor companies. Semiconductor companies are one of the most important companies in a 5G niche and everywhere in the world that actually use electricity, starting from electric vehicles and ending with just regular phones in your pocket. So I will give you a top 5 list. All of these companies will be different companies from different sectors, from wireless sector, from semiconductor, and from hardware sector. So, and number one company is T-Mobile. As we all know, T-Mobile is one of the biggest cellular providers in the United States and the North America. They bought Sprint a couple years ago, and right now they have one of the biggest network with one of the biggest amount of towers everywhere in the North America. And they say that they will actually have a 5G network, one of the biggest and one of the strongest one, and they think that it will be first with a real 5G network in the United States. As we all know, 5G doesn't really work that well right now. It works in the big cities and the big towns, but if you go into the rural areas, you barely can use internet. The second company will be, and it's my favorite one, is Nokia. Of course, I've been talking about Nokia for the last couple months. This stock is on such a low level right now, around $4, and I think it's very, very undervalued. Unfortunately, they did kind of lose at the beginning of 2020 with a 5G niche because the margins were really low. They were actually like kind of slow. But right now with their new hardware, with a new margin, they actually positioned really, really good everywhere in the world, in Europe, North American market, and in Asian market as well. And the banning of Chinese companies like Huawei in Europe and North America actually helps to Nokia a lot. Third company will be Ericsson Electronics. As we all know, Ericsson and Nokia, they're probably one of the oldest companies in the North Europe that are actually playing in a niche like 5G. And Ericsson is a competitor to Nokia with a higher valuation, but at the same time, if you put it on a spreadsheet, their numbers are kind of like with Nokia. This is why Nokia is in a second place, because I do think that Nokia has more potential to grow and faster. But Ericsson is a good company to take a look. They're providing a lot of hardware for big companies in Europe and North America. And number 4 company is Qualcomm. Qualcomm is a semiconductor company. They make chips, they make semiconductors for a lot of companies around the world. As we all know, Qualcomm is one of the biggest allies, one of the biggest suppliers to Apple and other phones. With a semiconductor shortage, the company can grow very, very fast. Everyone using semiconductors, nobody has enough of them. Some company actually buying them in bulk and keeping them like Toyota, but everybody needs them and everybody is actually lacking of supply. So on a long term, in 5-10 years, these companies definitely are going to boom, and being one of the biggest semiconductor manufacturers and semiconductor companies, you definitely should take a look at it and definitely do some research before you invest. But I do think that Qualcomm belongs to our top 5 list. And number 5, it will be Infineon Technologies. I've been talking about Infineon Technologies in my couple videos, and this is again one of the semiconductor companies that actually bought another semiconductor company in Cyprus in 2020. They do have offices around the world. They do have development and research laboratories in a lot of countries in the world, around the world, in Europe, in North America, and in Asia, in South America. So this company is one of the big players on semiconductor market. And like I said, there's a huge shortage in semiconductors and everybody needs them. On the price level, they're much smaller than Qualcomm. Their market capitalization is much lower, so it's easier for them to grow, and by being one of the strongest players in a semiconductor niche, they have a really great future. And like I said, we do have a shortage in 2021 because of the corona. In 2020, everybody been buying laptops, cells, and electric vehicles, but in my opinion, next 5 years, next probably even 10 years will be a tech years. Everybody will start producing more and more, everybody will buy more and more of electrical stuff, and every single electrical stuff pretty much that use electricity will need a semiconductor. So semiconductor niche is very undervalued in my opinion right now, and by not having enough supply, but demand is so huge. All semiconductor companies actually have a great potential. So just take a look. But this is my top 5 5G niche. Companies are related to 5G, and like I said, 5G and 6G will be our future and will be a great opportunity to make some money. Right now, during the market correction, everything is going down, so you actually can buy the dip and hold them. Diamond hands are always winning. Thanks guys for watching. My name is Ilya. Help me out, click that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also comment down below top 5 companies that you invest in 2021, and we'll see you soon.